Hello everybody, Iain Robson here, and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. Alright, so it's been a little while since we've done a little Euro Truck, so I figured I'd hop in here and do a little run. As you can see, I am back in my Peterbilt, probably my favorite truck out of all of them. And we're just hauling a load of railway tracks, I believe is what they described them as. And, nope, that's the wrong button. Here we go. As you can see, we got a couple of railway tracks right there. Normally, I don't think they get shipped like this. Well, in Canada, let's say they put them together on the tracks normally. But I guess in other places they may do it a little differently. I don't know for sure. Let's turn the engine up there a little bit. Yes. So, doing a short little trip. This is to Nuremberg. I'm in Germany at the moment, and we just went from, I think it was, we went from Nuremberg, I think, to Frankfurt, I think is where we're going. So, oops, that's the wrong gear. Here we go. So we'll just do a little truck through there. I went with Peterbilt Red this time. I don't normally go with Peterbilt Red. I tend to go with the color they describe as Black Knight, but I just went with Peterbilt Red this time. Thought I'd give it a change. It looks really nice with the chrome together. Actually, there have been some super awesome photos of big semi trucks in the Google Plus community. Actually, it's been whoa, buddy! You got an open lane. Come on now. Jeez. Anyways, we have a couple people who posted some really nice photos in the Google Plus community. There's a link in the description below. Farmer BS posted a really nice looking truck. It was at a car show, I believe he was saying. And he saw the truck there, and it was just a gorgeous looking truck. I can't remember if it's Peterbilt or not off the top of my head anymore, but it was just one of those, you know, those nice trucks you just love seeing. Just a gorgeous looking truck. And I believe Jenkins has posted quite a few pictures of trucks as well, and there may be a couple other people that have posted a couple pictures as well. And there's just some really, really nice truck shots. Move into the middle lane here. Some really, really nice ones. Actually, this past weekend I saw some really nice trucks driving around. It was really neat to see some older Peterbilts there. Looked, let's see if I can do it. It looked just like this, even meaner actually. They had, there was a couple there that had the bull bars in the front and everything. It just looked fantastic. It looks pretty spooky actually when they're driving up behind you too. You're doing like, you know, 80 kilometers an hour or 90 kilometers an hour down the road, and all you see is a big truck come up behind you and being kind of getting in your rear view mirror, and that's all you can see in the rear view mirror. It's pretty funny actually. So, oh goodness, love the way they sound too as they not scream by, but as they go by gracefully, whatever you want to call it. Quite a few times you see them just go by you and you hear the engine. You hear their engine brakes go on every now and then. Really cool stuff. Actually, the other day I was downtown and I saw, I think it was a Western, really nice looking Western. I think that's what they're called, a Western truck, and it had like a lowboy type trailer on it. One that you drive up a what would it be? You would drive up like an excavator or something like that onto it. It actually was there for like a telehandle, mind you, but normally you see them with excavators and whatnot. Anyhow, really nice. Got chrome all over the sides. Chrome, I think there are air canisters there and a chrome front. Really nice looking truck. I almost wanted to knock on the door of the truck and ask the guy if I could take a look around, take a couple pictures of his truck, but he was working, so I chose not to, because, you know, normally a lot of guys in trucks, you know, they have a job to do sort of thing, so they don't always appreciate, you know, extra attention sort of idea, so I figured it was best just to leave him to his ways. Usually what happens is if a person is like going out of their way to show their truck because they're at a truck show or a car show or something like that, that's a bit different because they take pride in their truck. But I suppose if you owned the truck it would be a bit different, but a lot of guys don't own their own truck because it's not cheap, that's for sure. Especially if you have some of the newer trucks, so some of those things just aren't cheap at all. Like you're looking at, you know, I don't know, $200,000-300,000 I imagine for some of them. So just depends on what you got. But changed up the look of this one a little bit on the inside. I think I went with the is the, what do you call it, the new interior as opposed to the standard interior. I just like it. It's a bit cleaner, which is nice, than the other style. I think it's a wood grain style they have on it. So I don't know. I like this truck. I don't know why, but this is definitely one of my favorite trucks. Peterbilt 389, 379. Those two, just really like them. And this one's probably one of my favorites because you have the option to have the fly in the car or not. If you recall, that was one of the more annoying factors of the old Peterbilt, was having that little fly inside the truck. So, well. I did notice that they updated Eurotruck recently, and now they have the capability of putting the GPS points, which is awesome. So if you want to go through something a specific way to explore the road, you can do that now, which is pretty cool. I was looking at the map. Actually, I can show you. I don't need to say what I'm talking about. I can just show you. I believe this is what it's talking about right here, where you can say, okay, this is, point 1 right there, and then go this way, point 2, and then you can set up your points. And I just happened to realize this. So if I wanted to, let's say I wanted to delete that. How do I delete that? Okay, so I could technically, go up here, go here, and then go back here, and then go there, just so I explore that one road. Like, you can technically do that if you want to. So having those GPS coordinates like that, or those waypoints, I'll call them, because that's what they really are, having that capability is really neat, actually. So specifically if you want to explore especially if you want to explore some of those areas you haven't been to before. So I think that's really a neat little function. Also for convoys as well, it is really neat. Yes, our customers are expecting us. For convoys, it's really neat as well, because then you can just say, okay, go this way, and then go from there. And I don't know if it's on the MP server yet, but once it's implemented, it's going to be pretty darn cool, if you ask me. Then everybody can just waypoint the same way and not get messed up with their GPS all the time. I don't know. I think it's a nice little addition. I haven't heard much about the American Truck Simulator expansion yet. We'll see what happens with that. It may be, maybe we don't know. It might come this year, it might come next year. Not certain yet. I'd rather see a full completed game than a not completed game. But SCS is pretty good about making sure the game's ready and done basically before releasing it. So yeah, I'm pretty excited. Like, as far as I know, they only have California, as I mentioned before, but once they start getting, other states in there, New York State would be kind of cool, Louisiana, Montana, Oklahoma, all those different states. It'll be pretty neat to see what kind of scenery they add in, really. That's going to be really the cool part. So we'll see. It'll be cool to see what they decide to add in, like what significant features, like what's the mountain called in I think it's Washington, that has the pictures of the presidents. Mount Rushmore, is it? I can't remember. I think that's what it is. Yeah, like just kind of like big architectural type of things like that would be kind of cool. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. They might do the same thing in California and Las Vegas and all that. They might have Las Vegas, Nevada. Never mind. They might have some different things in California. We don't know yet. So actually, interesting enough, you look at the GPS down there. It actually shows the little GPS, shows the little waypoints I put on there too, which is kind of neat. So if you want to know where you put the waypoint, you can actually see that right there. So that's really neat, actually. Downshift here a little bit to get up the hill. Yeah, that's really cool. Nice little feature. I don't know. I have to double check to see what my settings are for Steam, but you can opt into beta and opt out of beta stuff, and that might be one of those scenarios that it may be an opt-in. I don't know. I'll have to double check. But I did notice, however, that ProMods wasn't working with this particular version. I had an older version of ProMods, though. I was running. I had 0.195, I think it is, and the current version of ProMods right now is 0.97. So I suppose that's part of the reason why it didn't work properly. But it was crashing my game, so a little bit of process of elimination. Really, I was able to have the Russian maps installed, but not the ProMod. So I don't know what the deal is there. I'll have to check the change log actually to see what they what's the actual deal here? So, if you recall how I did set up the waypoints here, I made myself go over this bridge and then go underneath it because I had never been underneath the bridge. Whoa! Because I had never been underneath the bridge, so we'll see what happens. Don't know why they stopped there. There we go. Must have been a stoplight or something. Yeah, that's what it is. And they're all turning right. Train. I'm just going through the light. Yeah, so it'll be curious to see what they decide to put in, what they decide to take out. I'm really excited for it. But like I said, I haven't heard much. I haven't kept up on the news as of yet, so it will be very interesting to see what they decide to come up with. So we're turning left here. There we go. I don't know. For some reason, though, this is... I always find, like, these big American trucks in the game a lot of fun to drive. I don't know. More so than the European trucks. And that's possibly partly because I am Canadian, and this is what I would see a lot more than European-style trucks around here. We do see, like, we tend to see cab-overs from time to time, but, like... The one I tend to see around here is the K100. The Kenworth K100 is common. Well, more common than some of the other European-styled ones, but that's the one I tend to see the most. Well, let's just block the intersection, why don't we? Jeez. Anyhow. But that's what I tend to see a lot more, is like the K100s and stuff like that. Mostly, at least. Let's take a nice little picture there. I don't know. I've taken so many pictures of this Peterbilt, I can't even keep track of them all. Let's go up. There we go. You could just, I don't know. I'm sure this is what Farmer Beavis does all the time, and just like spends, like, every time he takes a trip, he takes most of his trip is spent doing this, because he takes some awesome screenshots, just awesome ones. So, and I suppose that's part of the reason why. So. Well, we'll just block the intersection until we're ready to go. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Yeah, but like I said, we don't see too many cab overs just because... I'm not sure the reason why, actually. It might be because we have the space, so we don't need to conserve space with cab over style. Like, usually you see like a cab over style truck usually when they're doing like the milk run style stuff, like they're going around in town, like a courier or like daily trip in town. You tend to see a lot more of those style, like a Zuzu. I think they see a lot of Mercedes sometimes, and Volvo. But that seems to be the case in a lot of situations. But I don't know. What's it like where you live? Do you see a lot of cab over trucks, or do you see a lot of trucks like this, or a little bit of both? Let me know in the comments below. I'd be kind of curious. All right, here we go. Nice wide turn. Beautiful. Alright, now I believe... Is this... No. Oh, there it is, way over there. I'm so used to the farm sim buttons, that's terrible. So what I constantly... Whoa! So what I constantly do is I constantly hit the... That was super close, jeez. So what I end up doing is I end up hitting the button for going outside of the truck, which is, or the outside of the truck in Farm Sim, or tractor in that context. But it's also the retarder in this game, so that's the way I have it set up at least. So do a little turn around here, and we'll just let them deal with it for the time being. Satisfactory? That's it? How do we get satisfactory? Oh, damage penalty? Come on. Come on. Well. Anyways, folks, that'll be it for me for today. This has been another episode of Euro Truck Simulator 2. Not nearly checking out. Playing again with the Peterbilt 389. Love this truck. How could you not? Look at it. Anyways, if you enjoyed yourself, why don't you go ahead and hit that share button. I really appreciate that. Anyways, I'll catch you guys later.